Welcome back to the channel. This here is my sort of bowling area for sort of 10-pin bowling, and it's what also gave the idea for the recent wireless electricity bowling. What I'm intending to do is to upgrade this. I mean, I couldn't really downgrade it much more, could I? With an idea that I'll tell you about indoors, but it's to do with tilting pins that light up, and it could be kind of fun. So we'll go indoors and I'll tell you more. That wasn't bad. So back indoors, I thought I'd use AI to demonstrate perhaps what it should look like, and this system can go, well, indoors as well as outdoors. You could run it down a hallway, but the idea is to recycle bottles, perhaps Coke bottles or others, clear plastic bottles, and then put LEDs in with tilt switches, so you've got different colours, and perhaps the colour can also denote points. If you had smaller bottles, less points for larger because they'd be easier to hit, that kind of a thing. But anyway, there we are, a bit of AI to demonstrate what I'm hoping these things are going to look something like. And now onto the table, I'll show you where I'm up to with actually building them. So perhaps the best way to demonstrate this whole thing is to show you one that I've already made. And this is one that's inside a Coke bottle. So we've got the circuit at the top with the tilt switch and the battery, and we've got the LEDs down below. So you can imagine a ball comes in and hits it, there we go, the lights light up. And obviously nice and bright, brighter than this if there's less light. So an evening game really. But there we are, there's one that's made. And it will actually go off if you tap them as well. So, you know, the vibrations as well as tilting when they're being knocked over. So it's hoped to be quite a good visual effect. Now I'll explain more about the circuitry. Right, what I started off with has changed and morphed into something a lot easier to make, because originally I was making them, well, quite wide really. I'd built a blocking oscillator, changing the values on it to get the brightest light output, and also tilt switch at the bottom, or indeed at the top, as it would be in the bottle. And that worked okay, but I thought there must be an easier way of doing this, and yeah, there really is, and that's to use circuits from old garden lights. You know, you might have some a few years old, they need replacing, so why not use those circuits that are inside? So in combination with the solar garden light, this is a tilt switch. I've got 3 of these. I do need to get some more really, but at least I can make 3 of these little pins and see how it goes on. Check out the functionality. But you can see there's a little ball of, I don't know if it is mercury, but when that completes the contact, that's what's switching the lights on and off. So that's our tilt switch. Now one thing about these solar garden lights is they're kind of tuned to do one LED. You put a string of them together, I've got 3 on these, and they end up going dim. So what I did was I took out the original little inductor. I'm not actually sure what the UHs are. I don't know what the rating is, but I replaced the little thing with 1000 UH. I've got plenty of those, you see, but there's more inductance on them, and actually gives the light that you saw from these red lights earlier. So that will be the design I'll use. As I say, it's a slightly modified solar garden light circuit with the tilt switch, and then just glued to a bottle top to go in, twist, and you're set up. Also, I'm using these batteries. These are 300 mAh, but they can be easily taken out, plugged into a regular garden light, and, you know, to recharge them again. It's a very simple system. For the third one I'm going to make, I'm going to use the white LEDs that were taken off these circuits, these garden light circuits. So I'll have 3 others there, and salvage again to make a third one. Here is the third one made, all finished up. As you can see, it's running, those lights are on fine. It's actually the neatest one of the 3, so it worked out quite nicely. I have replaced the inductor You can see there the larger one compared to the small one that was on it, and that enabled those 3 LEDs to be on as bright as they are. Right, pop these in the bottles and try them out. Okay, so here they are, just the 3 of them for the moment. I'm hoping to make more in the future, but yeah, should be dark enough. Just in evenings bowling is the idea. So I want to just throw this a few times and see what happens when this ball does hit them. Oh yes! Wow, that was good. Let's have another go. Whey! And down goes the green and the red. Right, I'll try and go for the one on the left because I've not hit that one yet, the orange capped one. Whey! Oh yes! Right, okay, I'll try and hit all 3 now as the final one. Oh, there we are! Excellent! Well, I hope you enjoyed this. Good luck if you make your own, and see you next time.